WCW versus the World. WWF Warzone. Are these really the worst wrestling games ever? These two games have been called some of the worst wrestling games ever made. And honestly, one of them kind of deserves it. But the other one might be one of the most misunderstood pro wrestling games of all time. So we're looking at WCW versus the World and WWF Warzone. I want to take another look. Check this out. Look at the back. Got several wrestlers in the display. Here, of course, WWF Warzone. None other than Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. I really like that. Two PlayStation era games. And I think both games were on the N64. I know that WWF Warzone was on the N64 because that's the copy that I have. But I'm pretty sure that WCW versus the World was also on the N64. Or I might be thinking of another one. Let me know. Both games heavily criticized. Both are dated, but they're not equal. Let's start with WCW versus the World. Yeah, it looks rough. The character models are very stiff, the presentation is basic, and the rosters are full of oddly named wrestlers. But here is what most people miss. The game was developed by Aki. This studio actually created WCW vs. NWO Revenge and WWF No Mercy, two of the best games in pro wrestling that were created. And you can feel it. The grappling system isn't random, it's timing based. You have to think, you have to anticipate. It's not flashy, but it's deliberate. This isn't a bad game, it's a prototype of something great. Now, WWF Warzone. This is where things fall apart. Instead of intuitive grappling, the game uses a combo system, meaning you have to input long button sequences just to perform basic moves. And if you mess up, nothing happens. No move, no feedback, just dead input. It feels stiff, it feels slow, and it completely breaks the flow of a pro wrestling match. Now, to be fair, WWF Warzone introduced Create a Wrestler, and it features huge Attitude Era stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, he's on the cover, for God's sake. But innovation does not excuse execution, and this just simply does not play well. So, are these two games two of the worst wrestling games ever made? Not even close. WCW versus the World, honestly, actually underrated. A foundation for some of the greatest wrestling games ever created. Now, WWF Warzone, flawed, frustrating, but still more experimental than outright terrible. Sometimes bad just doesn't mean broken. It just simply means misunderstood. And if you grew up playing these, you already know they hit a lot different back then. So let me know. WWF Warzone and WCW versus the World. Are they terrible? Are they good? Are they both simply misunderstood? Does one truly deserve to be considered terrible? Let me know what you think. Tell me your experiences playing those games. Share some stories if you want, but I want to know your opinion. WCW versus the World and WWF Warzone. Were they both awful? Was one simply misunderstood? Let me know. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good one, and God bless.